Great, because this is another way than we are doing normally, because we're not sitting together in front of our fashionable white screen with the lights and Kelly, the camera lady, but we are on different places, as I am having a family weekend and you are in the office. But still, as we say in Dutch, an appointment is an appointment, and a man's word is a man's word. So we are doing our weekly update, only not sitting next to each other. But how was your week, Martijn? Did you have a good week? Is there any very important news? I bet there is.
Yes, there is. There are two very important news items, I guess. The first one is that we received a subsidy of the Doen Foundation of €25,000.
Yeah, that's amazing. What an amount of money, man. That is fantastic.
Yeah, it's great. And of course, we knew the news already for a couple of weeks, but it took some time before we could make it official. So it's really nice also to share this great news now with the rest of the world.
Yeah, €25,000, I must say. So that's even better than dollar. This 25K is enabling you to do what?
To start the expedition. It was one of the things we needed to start the expedition. With the money we can pay all our costs. So my salary, but also our travel cost, the office. Because in total we need about €300,000 for 2 years. So this is a really good start, so we can make the expedition happen.
Okay, but this is quite the same answer that you gave after my question. Where do you need the €20,000 from the crowdfunding campaign for? Because that was also successfully. You managed to fund €20,000 in crowdfunding. Now there's another 25K, and that's also going to salary cost and the company, or the building and all that kind of things.
Yeah, that's right. Because we needed this money plus the money from the crowdfunding campaign to make the expedition happen.
Okay.
And now we're talking to lots of new potential partners, because now we started. So now we can show what we can do, and we will hope that we can involve more partners the next coming months.
Can you name a few of the partners that you are talking to and you really would like to add to the current team?
Not the names, but I can share what kind of companies, because I really want to have partners who are, in one side, they are investing knowledge in the expedition. So you could talk about a accounting partner, a lawyer firm, but also a insurance company or a bank. And the other side, they also have to invest money in the expedition, of course, because we always are we're talking about value for the right balance between knowledge and money, because we need the money just to make it happen. But the knowledge is the most profitable thing, because that's the most interesting part of the deal, of course.
Okay. Well, this is, of course, crowd expeditions, or maybe crowdsourcing and people helping each other out. Could you name a few companies that you are not already talking to, but you really would like to get in touch with? Maybe people who are watching these videos have them in their network and are willing to introduce you to them. So are there companies, or what companies are there that you really want to get in touch with?
I really want to get in touch with a good lawyer firm. I'm already talking to Kennedy van der Laan, because they're really busy in the whole collaborative economy. They're also partnering with One Planet Crowd and talking to other parties. So I really would love them to join the expedition. But also insurance people like Centraal Beheer Achmea, a big insurance company, because most of the sharing economy initiatives are already a client of Centraal Beheer Achmea. But also Aegon, they're also busy with some collaborative insurances. So
you've had a conversation already with Aegon, but long ago, right?
Yes, that's right. And next week we're going to have another conversation. So maybe there will be some news to share by then.
Okay, well, we're looking forward to the video next week, or maybe the week after that. But it would be cool if we have some news from Achmea by then. I'm sorry, Aegon. And talking about next week, you are going to Brussels. That's this week, isn't it?
Next week, yes. We are going on Thursday and Friday. There's a crowdsourcing week in Brussels, and we are going to cover the events. There are 2 days. The first day is a conference. Second day are private roundtables, and we'll be joining both days to cover the event and have about, I think, 8 or 9 interviews in 2 days. So it
Oh,
will be really exciting and long days. We're going to talk to lots of people in the crowdsourcing industry and also share their vision and knowledge by our articles and our videos.
okay. And one of the interviews you're going to do is with Together.
Yes, it's right. That's the interview we're going to do on Wednesday in the Netherlands, in Amsterdam.
Oh, okay.
And they are a ride sharing platform. They had already now about 50,000 ride sharing transactions in the Benelux, so in Netherlands and in Belgium. So
Yeah.
I'm really looking forward to hear their story and their knowledge.
But would you say ride sharing?
Yeah, ride sharing. So like when I'm driving from Utrecht to Amsterdam or
Oh,
maybe
right. Okay.
to an event, then
Okay.
you can join me in my rides and pay me some money for that, or maybe no money, just one
Okay.
way.
Okay. And when I hear you say that, I'm curious about what's the difference with the platform you visited last week, because that's also a Drive Together community, right?
Yeah, that's right. I think the difference is that backseatsurfing.com, they're really focusing on international rides, and I guess that Together is more focusing on national rides. But next week I can give you the right answer.
Okay. Okay. And I've also heard that I can now stay up to date through WhatsApp. What's that about?
No. Yeah, we are because I'm constantly looking about okay, how can I share the story of Brand Expedition with people who want to follow it?
Hmm.
And the most logical answer would be by using Twitter, because it's a really easy way to share your story. But when I look at my friends, almost nobody, besides you, is using Twitter. So I was looking, okay, what kind of communication instrument do they already use? And then I was thinking about WhatsApp, because everybody is using WhatsApp for sharing their story with friends, with having discussions, with organizing things. So I bought a new iPhone with a new number, and people can subscribe to the WhatsApp list when they go to collaborative-economy.com. You can subscribe to the WhatsApp list. The only thing you have to share is your name and your phone number, and then you will be added to a WhatsApp broadcast list. So you will not be joining another group, but you will be joining a broadcast list. So I can send one message to 250 people, but when you reply, it will be a one-on-one conversation, and that way people can join the expedition. So we're going to start with that next Thursday, where we go to Brussels,
Okay.
and then we're going to share pictures and some behind-the-scene videos by using WhatsApp.
Okay, and I can imagine that um, that well, I would be a little bit reserved to sign up for a WhatsApp list if you are also going to share pictures and maybe. So, how many WhatsApps are you going to send per day max?
No idea yet, because it's also a experiment. So I guess like when we're at the crowdsourcing week, we will maybe share 5 or 8 pictures, but at other days we're going to share maybe one message. So I think in average you can think about 2 or 3 messages each day, and that depends on what things we are doing. Like when we are really traveling, then you will receive lots of information. And when nothing happens, yeah, then you also will receive no information.
Okay. My next question is maybe a bit of a bastard one. How can I sign out, unsubscribe from the WhatsApp? Because a group, I can kick myself out of a group if I'm done with all the messages coming to me. Is there a possibility to be unlisted from the broadcast list?
Yes, really easy. You can send a WhatsApp by where you say unsubscribe.
Leave me alone.
What do you say?
Leave me alone.
Get away. Yeah, that's an option, but also because for a broadcast list, it is requested that you have my cell phone number in your contact list. So the easiest way is to just delete my contact details from the other iPhone from your contact list, and then you also won't be receiving any messages anymore.
Okay. Okay. Well, I can imagine that it's nice and good to know just before signing up for your WhatsApp list that it is possible by deleting your number to unsubscribe. Not that anybody possibly would like to do that, but I think it's good to know on beforehand. Another, because it's your mobility period, you're focusing on mobility, you're also going to Drive You Go?
Yeah, that was this week we went to Drive You Go.
Okay.
And they are a new kind of taxi company. They're really innovative because normally when you join a taxi, you have no idea with who you're joining the cab. And with them, they're also using an app and an online system, and they already got a picture of the driver. You pay by credit card. It's really easy because you already see where people are, where the cabs are driving, and in the next update you can also share the bill from the taxi with your friends. So they're really innovative in the taxi branch. But at the other side, when we left the conversation, it was a really nice conversation, but I also realized that they're not really a collaborative company. So they're really innovative, especially in the taxi branch, but they're not a collaborative economy company.
Could you explain why is that?
Because they're just a new kind of taxi company. Because there's nothing collaborative because they have their own cars, they have their own drivers, so they're doing everything their own.
So all the drivers are on their payroll?
Yeah, payroll or freelance.
Okay, but what makes it different than Uber, an example?
Yeah, because Uber, they don't have their own drivers and also not their own cars. And for Uber, it's really hard to really maintain their brand. And for them, because they also got their own cars, they're really focusing on really the branding parts. So you can also recognize the cabs of Drive You Go when they're driving. So it's a complete different concept. Also a concept that is not as easy to scale as Uber, because they got their own cabs, they got their own people, but it's a really nice concept.
Okay. Okay. So in a few years, will everybody know it worldwide?
I think when they continue growing like they're doing now, yes, they got the potential of becoming big in Europe. Yes.
Bigger than Uber?
Different, big. No, I don't think. I have no idea because the problem with Uber is that they are having much trouble with the law in almost every country, and because Drive You Go is really more near to the existing taxi market, also with the regulations, they will have less trouble with growing than Uber. So I don't know what will happen, but we'll see.
Okay, let's try to get an interview with Uber then, with the CEO.
I'm trying, not with CEO, but with the country manager over here in Amsterdam. I already am emailing with him to make the appointment.
Great, looking forward to that. Last question. What are you looking forward to most in the coming week?
I think there's not one particular interview. I'm really looking forward also to the crowdsourcing week. I know it's going to be really busy days, but I think there are lots of interesting people over there. And besides that, we're also really busy with planning for the next week. We probably go to London to visit parkatmyhouse.com. It's a website where you can share your own private parking place and make money out of it. So I'm also looking really forward to going to London again.
Yeah, super cool. What an idea. It's another idea. Why haven't I thought of that myself? Yeah, so, okay, I'm also looking forward to that.
I think the great thing is because when you look at the collaborative economy, it's really unlocking the potential we're not using. With Snapcar, the cars we're not using, with Airbnb, the houses we aren't using, with parkatmyhouse.com, the parking place we're not using. So the collaborative economy is really helping us to get much more effect of the things we already have.
Yeah, okay. Martijn, I'm wishing you a very pleasant week with a lot of interviews and a lot of new insights on the mobility and crowd expedition. I'm going back to my family. You're having a weekend almost, I assume. let's meet next week.
Okay, see you then. Bye bye. Enjoy over there.
I will. Bye bye.